Hello, this is Adam Goldberg, co-founder and chief innovation officer at Clear Sailing. Today I'm going to discuss a blog that I wrote last week called Celebrity Tweetvertising, Worth Paying For. About a year ago I wrote a blog on the subject of valuing a Facebook fan, and then just last week I read an article called What Celebrities Make for Tweetvertising. That article was I actually read on ABC News. And it really starts to highlight the challenges that we face in social media. How do we value the different outcomes that come as a result of the different social media that we can engage in today? When I wrote about the value of a Facebook fan, what I effectively did was I looked at the number of fans a certain brand had. And then I assumed that anytime someone becomes a fan, that message got broadcast out to their friend base. And I took the average number of fans or friends a Facebooker has, which gave me an idea of the number of impressions that would be served every time someone became a fan. And then I figured out what that would mean in terms of a CPM to actually tie a hard dollar value to every time someone becomes a fan. And that could somewhat be an intermediate metric that companies could then focus on. The more fans I get is effectively like buying CPM-based advertising. Well, recently on that ABC News article, they published what celebrities are currently making for tweets, which led me to want to kind of quantify the value of a celebrity tweet and help people determine, is it something worth paying for? What I did is I looked at two metrics. One was the cost per follower. I took the number of followers a celebrity had, and I looked at how much money they were charging per tweet, and this is information that you can read on the chart on your screen now. I divided those two and I came up with a cost per follower metric. And then I also figured out what that would mean in terms of a CPM value. From that, you can then compare and contrast what these different celebrities are charging and derive value as to see which celebrity might make the most sense or which celebrity is charging more or less than another for the same value. In the data that you're able to see, one of the celebrities or a group of celebrities that were valued were the Kardashian sisters. Kim Kardashian has a cost per follower of 0.0018, whereas her sister Kourtney has a cost per follower of 0.0128, a much higher price. And most people would agree that Kim is the most famous of the Kardashian sisters, but yet charging a lesser price on a per follower basis. So when you're looking at buying celebrity tweetvertising, one of the things that we thought is it makes sense, A, when buying a Kardashian sister, they're likely all the same audience, so therefore it makes a lot of sense to go ahead and pay Kim's fees versus Kourtney's. Really, when it comes to buying any type of tweetvertising, really what you want to look at is who the celebrity is to understand their audience and how much it's going to cost per fan. It's very similar to buying display advertising, but when display advertising where you're considering CPMs and you're looking at the reach, one also needs to understand where is that ad going to appear, because you want to make certain your brand's appearing on reputable sites in most cases, where you don't have that issue when it comes to tweetvertising, as all the tweets reside on Twitter. So to sum this up, when doing any form of online marketing or marketing in general, it's important to have a goal. Ideally, that goal, as we always say at Clear Sailing, is profit. I want to raise profit through the use of advertising, and I want to measure it. Unfortunately, social media today doesn't lend itself to profit as easily as search and display advertising can with the type of tracking that we employ at Clear Sailing. I'd love to hear from the audience what ideas you have about ways you're currently valuing your social media efforts today, if you're able to tie that to profit, and if not, what other metrics are you using outside of what I might have mentioned today that help you to add some value to the work that you're doing. I'm Adam Goldberg, co-founder and chief innovation officer at Clear Sailing. I look forward to hearing your thoughts and ideas.